What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Got to give a shout out to two of the brothers in the LDBC, the big homie Ticket. If you haven't subbed to Ticket, definitely go sub to his channel. Always bringing day-to-day content on basketball, and as well as having multiple channels too, and is one of the generals in the LWC family. And also got to give a shout out to the brother True Raw for TV. Um, Historian of the highest order has multiple channels as well, and is a general in the LWC community too as well. They were able to break the story first as the Trailblazers and the Clippers have agreed to a trade that will send swingman Norman Powell and forward Robert Covington to Los Angeles, and this is in exchange for Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, and Keon Johnson, and as well as a Detroit 25 second rounder. Now, this is all according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Now, to me, uh, like the homie or two Rob was saying, he said that the Clippers won this trade. Now, I feel like it's a plus for both of them, and this is the reason why. Now, Justice Winslow and Keon Johnson were mainly the focus. Eric Bledsoe, uh, not so much. Uh, Eric Bledsoe, he hasn't been the same ever since like the Phoenix years, and I would say the his tenure at the Bucks years. Ever since then, he's just not as I should say impactful as he once used to be. And at one point, a lot of people wanted Eric Bledsoe to be a lot better than what they projected him rather to be a lot better than what he was coming out of Kentucky at one point in time. But that's neither here nor there. Justice Winslow, solid, very solid. I like the way that he played. I've always liked Justice Winslow. It's not because of the Duke thing, but it's because Justice Winslow brings that scoring punch. He's solid, and he can do a lot of things around the basket too as well. And Keon Johnson too as well. He's very solid too. But Norman Powell and Robert Covington are both solid, and it's going to give them a plus to the Clippers because as you see with the Clippers last night, they're getting stuff done even without the superstars. Look, we know that they're not at the top of the West and none of that other stuff, but they have a fighting chance more so than some of these other teams do, considering that they don't have anybody. Now, the thing about Powell is that he's averaging a career high 18.7 points per game in 40 games. He's averaging about 33 minutes per game this season. And the thing that's very astounding about this cat right here is that he's shooting a red hot 40.6% from three. He's always been a relatively good 3-point shooter because he averages around 39.9% for for his career. And Covington, no, he's had his struggles a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I like Covington. I like he's a hard work. But like I said, man, he's down on field goal percentage, and he's shooting not too bad from 3-point percentage. But sometimes it's not all about the scoring; it's about the hustle and the effort. And I think that that's what he'll bring. Um, you know, he's gonna the thing that's very key about this, and I think Ticket had touched on this point too, is that you have some teammates there that guess what? That won a championship with Toronto. When you talk about Powell linking up again with Kawhi Leonard, of course, and Serge Ibaka, right? And they signed Powell is signing a 5 year, 90 million, uh, signed a 5 year, 90 million contract with Portland in August. So the Clippers are going to have to control him for that long term. And another thing that we got to look at too is that Covington is an unrestricted free agent this summer. But LA, guess what they got? Bird rights, right? So we got that's something to look at too. Uh, look, I think it was a win-win for both of them. Let's talk about the Blazers for a second, right? Now, Chauncey has already came out and said that, you know, he wants his team to go far, wants to go good to Porter Trailblazers going for that number one pick. Yeah, possibly so. But right now, I think that Portland is in a better position than a lot of people think. Look, I like Dame Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Love his scoring, love offensive game and stuff like that. But look, let's just call it what it is. Portland is trying to move in a different direction. Just like I said about a lot of other teams, they're trying to move in a different direction. Gone are the days of hero ball, letting guys, dribble, and wanting to do all that other stuff. Nah, you got to have multiple guys on there that can get it done. That's in a year ago for Powell. Not true. Well, it wasn't strange. Look at what Gary Trent Jr. is doing now. Salute to you, Theo Three. There was a reason for that, and the reason why it wasn't strange too, Theo Three, is because in the locker room behind the scenes, and you can go ahead do your research, digging, and all that investigating shit, and all you want to. But I'm gonna tell you like this: something that wasn't hidden right is the fact that Gary Trent Jr. didn't like Damian Lillard's style of ball, and they did not mesh well in the locker room. As a matter of fact, a lot of people got on Damian Lillard including Nurkic, by the way that Dame Lillard played. Plus, they had problems in the front office too. We don't need to get into that deal. So this was bound to happen. Plus, they got other guys that got a whole lot of potential on the Blazers that you haven't seen. The only person you see is Dame. Listen, the NBA is trying to get away from that. They're trying to look at the Phoenix. They got multiple guys that you know on that team. Look at Memphis. They got multiple guys that you know on that team. Look at Chicago. They got multiple guys that you know on the team. You understand what I'm saying? You said Anthony Simmons and Gary Trent Jr. will be good backcourt in the future. A lot of Portland move there and CJ. Now he's happy in Toronto. Matter of fact, man, he put up 4 to 5 games with 30 points, and on top of that, him and Fred Van Fleet are a better fit. Those guys are out there killing. I know you don't look at Toronto. You like, oh, I don't know who those guys are. Listen, Toronto is in the seventh spot, if I'm not mistaken. Right? You know, they're in a good position right now. They're 28 and 25 or 20 29 and 25, one of those. But either way, Toronto is better than what people think, like I talked about this morning. I didn't know Damien. Yeah, you can look it up. A lot of people are not going to tell you that. Listen, and see, that's why you got to go behind the scenes and you got to really know what's going on. And it wasn't just Gary Trent Jr., right? It was Nurkic. He was having a problem with the way that Dame would want to sit there and play the hero ball role and stuff like that. And of course, guys were they didn't like the way that CJ McCullough and Dame were getting most of the shots and stuff like that. That's why that team never really went anywhere. And I also said that everybody always talking about CJ McCullough was great. He should have been an All Star and all this stuff. No, he shouldn't have. You know, doesn't bring anything to the table. And then when it's time to get down and trying to really do the thing, guess what? He's a no show and comes up short. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Theory. Yeah, look that up. I'm telling you. Now you see Gary Trent Jr. Guess what? He's happy. He's out there playing. He's able to be himself. Every now and then you will see that over there at Portland. You'll see him, go on the spurt. They'll be like, wow, I didn't know this guy didn't play. Well, you think? You got a motherfucker like Dame who I like, you know what I'm saying? But he shoots the ball a lot, and in comparison to Fred Van Fleet, who could distribute, who could play make, who could score, and could also get his at the same time. So and on top of that, he hustles hard on defense, and he's a good closer too. Or both of them can close too. They're daggers in the heart, and their points are unpassable. So y'all let me know what you think, man. Leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment, man. I get at you later.